Hey guys, it's Coach Shantae. Just wanted to pop in. I got a revelation today. Um, just about business and life in general. I think, I think all people have this mentality, but I think it's kind of rampant in the black community. So that's why I'm gonna speak on it. So last night I went to the 85 South show in Fayetteville, and afterwards they had like a meet and greet or whatever. So we go into this room, people were like asking questions about like business. Instead of them, usually they would take pictures with you, but because of COVID, they kind of had us in like a banquet room, and they were asking, like, if you wanted to ask questions, they would ask questions. They were signing stuff. So they made like a more personable experience in the best situation possible because of the times that we're living in. But anyway, I love them, I really do, but I was not led to ask a question. My spirit was more so set on just soaking in information, just sitting there and being in the presence of greatness and soaking up information. And so that's what I did. And the revelation came to me this morning, like, we've been told that the game is to be sold, not told. Like, that's a quotable, mantra that's, has been around for forever. The game is to be sold, not told. And that's why a lot of people are in the situation that they are in. And watching those brothers tell, like, hey, you can do it, keep going. Like, DC, one guy stood up and asked DC could he be his DJ. DC was like, yeah, I'm always looking for DJs. Like, give me your information. Like, stuff like that. It just inspired me to, like, it should be each one teach one. And not the game is to be sold and not told. Because it's enough out here for everybody. As I travel, as I have made it my business to travel more and get outside of my environment, because I feel more alive when I'm outside of my environment, especially where I live now, which is the place I grew up in. It's just a lot of people there, like, their mindset is just not, it's just not. I'll just say, without saying that, I'll just say I've outgrown, where I grew up at. But just watching them interact with the interaction is not what spoke to me. What spoke to me was, because I understand, like, as an entertainer, that's part of the job. But what spoke to me was, like, the business tips, the business ideas. And it wasn't just last night. If you watch those brothers, like, on their podcast, they're constantly giving up game, and it's like on YouTube. It's free. And I think a lot of people they get a little something, and then they want to tax everybody else for the information. Why are you charging people for a product list or a vendor list you got for probably $500, but you're taxing everybody else $250 a piece to make your $500 back, then some. And the reason why I always looked up to Jay-Z was because if you don't know the story, then because a lot of you guys are a lot younger than me and the era that grew up under Jay-Z, so you might not know the story. But his song Hard Knock Life comes from the movie Annie. When he bought the rights to use that sample in his contract, he put no other rapper would have to, I can't get it right. No other rapper would have to buy this again. When I buy it, that's it. And that's how it is now. Nobody has to pay to use that sample because of what he did back in 90. I'm going to say that song was in like 96 maybe. I'm not sure. It's 2021. If I'm a rapper and I want to go do a Hard Knock Life song, I don't have to pay for that sample because of Jay-Z. So, and I think we're getting better because it's in the age of like support blacks, and we're in the age of like everybody is supposedly woke and supposedly trying to do better. But we grew up on that. The game is to be sold, not told. And there's a lot of people who are even too young to even remember that, but they have that mentality that everything that they accomplish, they're going to tax somebody else to pass the information along. Why? Are you not here to make somebody else's life better? Are you not here to build a legacy? Are you not here to so somebody else can stand on your shoulders? Now, I'm not saying your services should be free, but if you sell lashes, you sell hair, you podcast, why is it a problem for someone to ask you how to get started and you want to tax them, or you want to make your courses thousands of dollars when you can literally make a course $20? Because you do want it to be some type of investment in certain things, because that weeds out the people who are not really serious about their grind. But still, like that whole thing is just mind-boggling to me. Like, why wouldn't you want your brother or your sister, figuratively or literally, to be put on, to have the information that you have, to live the way that you live? Why wouldn't you want that? Because it's not really a competition thing, because it's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. And that's what they try to, that's another thing that we've been taught. Oh, it's lonely at the top, just at the third. It wouldn't be lonely at the top if you pass the information along and everybody else who is wanting and is going to work to get to the top or get up there. I mean, so it's like we have to break the patterns of our mind off of certain things that we grew up on, because it's like it's a new day. We need to do better. If you know better, you do better. So that's what we need to stick with. And if you have some information, pass it along. If you have some information on how to get a car, pass it along to somebody who needs a car. If you have information on how to start a podcast, how to do makeup, how to become an orthodontist, how to make jewelry, pass it along. Because guess what? You can't service, it's billions of people in the world. You as one person cannot service everybody who needs braces. You as one person cannot service everybody who needs their makeup done. It's just common sense. But common sense ain't common. So since it ain't common, I'm just letting you know. Like, it's enough. Nobody, even if they do succeed higher than you in that business, you should be so happy as to, dang, look what information can do. Or look what I had a hand in. Y'all have a blessed one. Until next time.